Just because I'm on a podcast with two people who aren't real big backs like myself, there's people out there, okay? They know what I'm talking about. There's times where if I'm on the way home and there's Cinnamon Toast Crunch in my pantry, it's in danger. Am I the asshole? My friend ruined my Yixing teapot and I want her to replace it or give me $500. Am I the asshole for charging my friend for the snacks she keeps sampling from my room? This is Bello. What's worse, this gift or showing up with a Costco pallet of deodorant?
This is Darrien. I mean, turtles are definitely racist.
And this is Paddy. You one goat, you're the goat fucker.
This is Jeremy Piers. Let's go. Okay, here we go. It's been a while.
I did put my ear up to the mic like I needed to do that to hear, even though I'm wearing headphones. It's a real interesting moment for me. So
I can't see. It's too loud in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you're lost and you're driving, you're like, I need to turn down the radio. I can't see anything.
Honestly, turning down the radio when you're driving, if you're like lost or trying to like really focus, does help.
Scientifically proven.
They don't understand the word overstimulated. And sometimes you're trying to park in a parallel spot and it's like, turn this shit off. Trying to lock the fuck in here.
There's times at work where like I'm not like getting something, like if I'm going through something where I'm trying to figure it out, I will like take my headphones out to stop listening to music because I'm like, I can't do both of these things at the same time.
I feel like I turned mine up. I feel like I'm not being productive. Let's crank the tunes.
I'll be honest with you. Half the time I think I just have my headphones in so that people don't bug me, but I don't think I'm listening to anything.
It's a good strat. I do that regularly.
The older I get, the more I understand my dad. Like he'd be driving and I'd be in the back seat with my Game Boy Advanced and he'd be like, turn that shit off! Jesus Christ! I used to be like, why does it bother him so much? If that happened to me, I think I'd like crash the fuck out.
Yeah, like you had like a shit week at work. Like everything's crumbling. Then your kid's like, Dad, look! And then literally they just are like,
and then you,
Ah!
oh my God.
everybody that just heard this sound effect. I had the reason that we're recording today. We were supposed to record earlier this week twice, and then first time my mic broke, couldn't figure it out. I'm sure Darrien has probably some funny clips from trying to figure that out. But then the next day my internet crashed out, so didn't record that day. So we're recording now, but I'm recording on a new mic that Darrien had that has a little soundboard next to me, and I've got a bunch of different sound effects that I now can add into the episode anywhere I please.
Darren, you should hard cut all of those. Like every time he does
as soon as he starts to click it, I just cut to the next thing.
Just trade him out of it.
This is like giving a stick of dynamite to a child. Like literally just catastrophic things are going to be happening. I know it.
And his eyes are locked in on the matchbook across the room. You're like, no.
Stop. I feel like I can program some more sound effects too.
You can. You could if you really wanted to.
Well, we should probably do the intro at some point, huh, boys? If you're watching this is Jury of Your Peers. If you've never watched before, this is a show where we read Am I the Asshole stories, and the three of us, the Supreme Court of the United States that makes all of the important decisions, no matter what, with no appeals process. That's us. We decide if they're guilty, not guilty, asshole, not the asshole. Death sentence, maybe? I don't know. It's happened before.
Yes.
We're on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's obvious. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. We're also on the podcast app, Spotify. We also have another podcast. Paddy, I don't know if you want to plug it for next year. I don't know if you're still making episodes, to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah, we're going to come out with an episode probably in the next 2 weeks. The NFL Combine just happened, so we've been talking about the actual college games all year. Now we're going to talk about all of these guys we've been talking shit about all year or praising them all year. Where they're going to go in the NFL draft. I think we're going to do a little mock draft ahead of the NFL draft in end of April. That will be with myself, Eli, who's been a recurring guest, and then John, who has been on once before. So we're going to do that here in a couple of weeks, give you guys a taste of what the NFL draft might look like from our point of view. And then, probably prep for next year when we get into the college football 2026 season.
Yeah. Bello, we should hop in. The F1 season's about to start. I know that we're both the psychos that watch F1. Maybe we just commandeer it for the summer, and then we give it back during college football season. Who knows?
It's not the worst idea. I'd have to brush back up, but I definitely could.
Yeah, get in there. Sergio Perez is back on the grid in an American team, no less.
Oh, yeah?
Now's the time.
America!
That's the 2-minute drill. Go listen to that as well. Finally, we have a TikTok. We have an Instagram. We got social media. Come reach out to us. Send us stories. DarrienPiercePED@gmail.com. Send us your stories so that we can decide whether you're guilty or not. Let us know. We'd love to do it.
The first person to do it is going to be like eternally cool, first off. So if you're thinking about it, definitely do it. But like, it must be really awkward to be the first person to write into like a small podcast, and we're gonna blast you on this fucking podcast to our
we're gonna do what to them?
Tens of listeners.
Hey,
okay, you guys are not making it a good idea for people to write it in.
Hey,
it's
we're
true.
Global now.
That's
it's true.
We
have been listened to all around the world.
I don't really know how, but I guess I won't question the data.
Nah.
Kind of question it, but hey.
If you're listening to this and you're from another country, fly into the United States and we will do a signing with you guys. How about that? How about that? We're not going to tell you where we live, though.
Kiss you on your mouth.
Oh.
Just him, though.
Not me.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Do you want to be rich and famous or not?
On that note, I think we should really get into the first story.
We're kicking ass right now. All right.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole? My friend ruined my Yixing, I think is how you say that, teapot, and I want her to replace it or give me $500.
Damn.
This comes from Teapot Throw City 4661.
That is a badass name.
That's a good name.
15 Macaulay Culkins. The little one that I've been using in the episodes recently, I like that guy. It gives me a really good scale of a full Macaulay Culkin. 15 of those things. I don't feel like editing them across the screen, so it's just going to be one of those X's and then the Macaulay Culkin and then a 15 next to it.
You see, that's really interesting too, that a throwaway got our highest score ever on the Macaulay.
I know.
That's a good
Macaulay
one.
Culkin
That's,
scale.
yeah. That's a good, if you're going to do a throwaway, that's a good throwaway.
Yeah, that's good.
It's true.
I think it's time to get started. When I went to China, I bought myself a Yixing teapot. This is a clay, unglazed pot that gets seasoned the more you make tea in it. Kind of like a cast iron pan.
Pause. Okay. Glazed and seasoned. Stop. Okay. But continue.
I know my brother is a huge tea guy. He's going to love this. He's gonna write in with his opinions on this story. Since it's unglazed, you cannot wash it with soap or any rough sponge. You clean it by using hot water and then you let it air dry. Nothing else. This is the issue. I left for a work trip and my friend watched my cat. I paid her for it and I told her she can use anything in the kitchen. My Yixing. Oh, what's up?
I said just mistake. You fucked up by leaving your little special teapot in there and saying anything.
Well. My Yixing teapot is not in the kitchen. And neither are any of my fancy loose leaf teas for it. I have a normal kettle in the kitchen for guests to use.
He immediately bitched me from the fourth wall. He just broke it.
Did.
Wow. I take everything back. Teapot throwaway. That was good. That was good. I'm already on your side. Yeah.
I came back and found the Yixing teapot in my sink and it smelled like soap. It also had multiple scratches on the inside. I called her up and she told me she used it because she loves the tea that I make with it. She then washed it with a rough wire sponge and used soap. She didn't know where my sponges were and didn't want to put it in the dishwasher. Already, what the fuck? You wash anyone's dishes with a fucking wire sponge?
I know, jeez.
A wire sponge is crazy. I don't even think I own one.
Me either.
I recently have gotten a couple for, tough food spots on plasticware. Like a plastic plate or something. I'll get in there with a wire brush. But yeah, everything else I use just Brillo pads, essentially. Like the ones where you put the soap in the back of the sponge. These things are very nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is already that like weirds me the fuck out. I would never be in someone's house and be like, oh, I can't find a sponge. I'll just use a wire sponge. I'd be like,
yeah,
hey man,
especially
I'm
when
gonna text
something
you
looks
or
like
I'm gonna
delicate.
go buy a fucking sponge and then just tell you like, hey man, if you really want to be that guy, like, hey, can you send me $2 for the sponge?
Like if it's like super ornate, like why would you want to wash it with something so aggressive? She's like, the paintings on these look really delicate.
What kind of tea was she making that she thought she needed a wire brush to get clean?
Yeah, all of this does not make
She
any
left
fucking
it
sense
crusted
to
in
me
there,
already.
and then she was like, oh, fuck. The tea has crusted to the side of this super nice teapot. I need
She
to
actually-
scrape it out.
She went and got a pneumatic buffer for an auto shop and actually just went to town on the inside of the teapot. So she
Just a
actually did.
hydraulic press where she just pushed the sponge down into it.
I tried to fix it and I couldn't. Anything in it comes out with the taste of soap, and the scratches are just getting bigger with every boil I try. It's ruined. I called her up and asked her to replace it since she ruined it. She told me to just clean it, and I told her I've tried. She agreed, and I sent her the teapot from the same store that I bought mine that was most similar. It's actually cheaper than the one I bought in China. It's about $500.
Oh my God.
You bought a $600 teapot? I don't want to judge because everyone has their hobby, and if that's your hobby and that's what you want to do, but damn, boy.
$600 or at least $500 is insanity. And like, honestly, if you really don't want somebody to use, like, people snoop when they're in your house. They like walk around, they open cabinets and stuff. Like, people are weird. And they're like, oh, I wonder how they live. They're gonna find the thing that looks the most interesting. And she's like, in her mind,
oh, yeah, he's made me tea in that and it's really freaking good. I probably could do that myself. This couldn't be a $600 teapot or anything.
yeah, I would have kept it locked up or something at that point. Like, oh, couldn't
To
imagine.
be fair, Bello, how much have you spent on drivers alone?
Yeah, that's where I was
Put them on
going.
blast.
For me,
No, I mean,
Give me a number.
Like, listen, I think I spent $500 on my new driver. Like, that's my
I have
hobby.
to be in the 500s because I know first one and I got the second one, got the yips and got the shitty one, went back to the good one, but that one was free because it was a warranty. So I'm probably around that same range, Paddy.
God damn.
So, like, I mean, a hobby is a hobby. If that's what they like to do, then
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you use it every day, it's worth it. Like, we
It's-
can't even use ours for half of the
I was
year.
gonna say I don't even use mine every day, and I don't even use it all year. I probably use it for 4 to 5 months out of the year, and then 1 or 2 one-off times during the off season when I'm somewhere warm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting when you get into hobbies like this because some people have really cheap hobbies. Like they have a hobby that's like, I don't want to
Knitting.
name one because I could be wrong. Yeah, like
Knitting.
knitting. But even then, I'm sure you could spend money in it.
Oh, you could,
Right.
but like, I mean, I'm sure
Anything
if you
if you
just
really
got
wanted
basic
to.
yarn and needles, you could do knitting pretty easily. I'm sure there's fancy.
And then there's expensive shit like golf is you can get into it for cheap, but the second you fall in love with the game, you want to spend stupid amounts of money on shit. That happens. Watches are crazy. You'll see a guy in jeans and a t-shirt wearing like a solid gold AP Royal Oak, and you're like, oh my fucking God, that's a $100,000 watch he's wearing on his wrist
and
right
then
now.
you run up to him and say, "Hey, we don't do that to women around here," and then just smoke him. Because, like, who's going to question it at them? Yeah, steal his watch in the commotion. You're like, "Hey, man, you should have done that to my sister." And then freaking just steal his watch before anybody knows what goes on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Take it away from him. Take it away.
Yeah.
He cannot have this power.
I have to break into his apartment now and steal the launch pad.
Yeah, it's interesting when you get into hobbies, man. So I get it. This is a weird one for me, but I'm sure people like my brother, I'm sure would be like, "Oh, dude, that's probably like a mid-range pot. You can get pots. I mean, upwards $3, $4, $5,000. You know, if you
you could probably say the same about like cooking, like pots and pans.
To be fair, I have a pretty dang expensive knife. It was not $600, but it was close.
Damn.
So, yeah. I got it as a
cast
gift.
iron that was probably up there, a couple $100.
I believe it. No judgment here. No judgment. It's just tough because it's one of those things that I feel bad. This is a hobby where people will immediately minimize. Immediately. Like, people have no understanding, so they're going to be like, tea is literally $3 at Walmart, and then a kettle is $10 at Walmart. What the fuck are you talking about? You spent $500 on a teapot. It's like, that's your thing, man.
She agreed to replace it, thinking it was like $100 maximum. And then he said, yeah, here it is. It's $500. I'd have been like, I've never actually met this man before in my whole life. We're never talking again, big dog. Sorry. Sorry.
I mean, there's not much left of the story, so we've already gotten into a little bit, but I'll finish out. So it is about $500. She called me pissed after I sent her the link and refused to pay it. She claims I should have told her not to use it. I pointed out that it was behind glass and I didn't think I needed to. I asked her to pay again and she's pissed. Should I just cut my losses?
I think there's some factors that probably go into it. It's like, what does your friend do for work? Would this severely impact their life where it's like, I'm taking away like the ability to like go and get groceries from one?
Man, imagine. I gotta feed my kids. He's like, dude, my tea tastes like soap.
My throat is sore and I can't make tea.
My loose leaf tea has nowhere to live. Okay? You did this.
God.
He does have a point though, like saying like, hey, like, why did you go take the one? Like, people always do that shit. Like, it for me, you guys know this, but like, I throw like parties, like, you know, it's kind of my thing. I like to, you know, get together with a bunch of people in my house and play really loud music. But I have these golf balls that are actually like ice cubes. They're made out of like solid glass. My sister like gave them as a gift or whatever. And one time I'm having a party and then I look down into the sink and there are the golf ball ice cubes inside of somebody's drink. And I'm like, dude, there's regular ice right there and you grab these. Like, I get it. They're fucking awesome. But like, come on, man. You gotta know that like I didn't put out the freaking golf ball ice cubes for you to throw in your fucking shitty mixed drink. Like, sorry, bro. Only better part is that I didn't have to worry about them getting scratched up. But like, people are gonna gravitate towards that really nice thing that they don't quite understand every single time. So you gotta be like specific. You gotta be like, do not use this thing. It can be easily broken. You have to.
It's really tough, man. Like, the way I tried to like conceptualize this, I was like, how pissed would I be? I don't know if this is exactly right, so feel free to, you know, comment. But I was like, how pissed would I be? Like, let's say the three of us are at the driving range, and I had a $500 driver, let's say, and I went to use a bathroom, and you guys know you can use my clubs. Like, you don't have to ask me if you want to try my 7-iron or whatever. You don't have to ask. But I came back and my driver was broken. And one of you was just like, oh, fuck, man, I'm sorry. Like, I wanted to try it and I just caught it. I don't fucking know. Like, somewhere that it shattered it. It's like tough, dude. Because it's like, am I going to be like, you got to pay me back the $500 before you got to get
I'd be like,
you know,
podcast over.
and that's more acceptable that you guys know you can use it. It would be different if I had never let you try a club ever. Maybe we hadn't even talked about it. Let's say that. Like, it wasn't even a hard no. It's never come up. We've never tried each other's clubs, and then without asking, you just grabbed mine and broke it. I do
think
like,
this is also the test of like how good of friends you are. Because like in that situation, if I had taken your driver and broke your driver, unless you told me, oh no, like the shaft was already splitting before you used it, like not a big deal. It was probably going to break at some point. If it truly was just like out of nowhere, it broke, I'd be like, hey man, like I'll get you a new driver, or like I'll try to figure out the warranty on it, just because like I would immediately feel bad and you're my good friend. Like I'm not going to just leave you high and be like, shit man, I don't know what to tell you.
Damn,
learn to hit 3 wood
that's
crazy.
What is this teapot called? How do you spell it?
Yixing.
Okay.
That'd actually be really funny if I pulled like a Friends moment and like the hosel on my driver was about to fall apart. I was like, Paddy, go ahead and try my driver, big dog. Like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Okay, I've looked these up. And whoa. Some of these are like, those teapots. I'm trying to describe this for the audience, but like YouTube, I'm just going to put it up. So if you're listening on audio, get over to YouTube and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But those like little brown teapots that like you would see in like an anime or like a cartoon, like Avatar, where they have the little brown teapots that are like really ornate. That's what this is. It's like one of those little brown
points? Like, what's the range? Here's 500 top end, bottom end, middle.
I'm seeing shit on Walmart for $130. So like, and that's like the cheapest one. Like they only go
Walmart.
up from there.
I can't imagine what one from China would be. I'm assuming
like
from
this Walmart one is $277.
Dude, do you know how much I'd be shitting my pants if I had to fly internationally with a ceramic teapot in my luggage? I'd be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
This one's
that would be
$800
because I would be the only one handling that bag.
Oh yeah, It's regular price $1,000. Oh my, yeah, okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be like, you're gonna make it for this.
The issue is, though, there's no way they knew the value of it, and that's the wrench here, right? So I just thought of another one. I'm going to out myself as a massive fucking nerd. But I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering. I still like it, but I used to play it in college a lot. And, I mean, dude, this is going to sound crazy to you guys. When I tell you people would show up with a deck that costs $5,000 to $10,000 easily...
$10,000 for cards?
You can have four of the same card in a deck, and they would have 4 $500 versions of the card, like the full art foiled out, and they would have, and I'm like, holy shit, that's $2,000 they have just in those out of 60, let's say, like 4 of those. What the fuck,
dude? I have a sports card. I grew up collecting sports cards and got a LeBron James, Michael Jordan split card that has a piece of LeBron's high school court and a piece of the United Center in Chicago in it. It's one of 5.
Holy shit.
Dude, there's crazy stuff like that. Dude, card collecting is wild. For like Pokemon, for sports cards. Like, dude, there are like, I think, I can only speak for the sports side of it, but I know there are cards that are worth like $30 million. Like a Mickey Mantle rookie card, if it's PSA 10, is going to go for minimum like $25 million.
We're starting a mini series called JYP Card Traders, and we're gonna open packs on Twitch. Dude, so get over there and follow us.
There are so many people on TikTok that do that. Like for a while, for the past like probably 2 months, a majority of my TikTok feed is like sports cards and Pokemon cards being open.
That is
Pokemon goes crazy.
Bananas. I've seen
there
like the
are so many
it.
big cards like that you can get, and it's just wild.
I think there was a serialized Lord of the Rings, like a one of one, the One Ring, because it did like a Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering set.
Yes.
There was a serialized one of one. Let me look it up. I think that went for like a few million recently.
That is, I mean, like, imagine pulling that though, and you're like,
dude,
I'm
like,
a millionaire.
For sports cards, it is like investing because people will buy, like, I know a guy that we work with bought a Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, like split auto signed like rookie card last year.
JD5.
Knowing that, like, he's like, if I buy it now and they both have good careers and they like go on to have maybe a Super Bowl or something, like that card will only go up in value, especially if you get it graded and you get like a 9 or a 10 on the grading system. Like that card will, if you bought it for 1,000, could be worth like 3,000 in 5 years.
Yep. And I found it here. You guys are going to like this. I don't know if you know. Post Malone is actually a huge Magic the Gathering fan. So a retail worker in Canada opened it in a pack. They advertised that it existed and people were opening packs for it. So some dude in Canada got it, graded it PSA 9, and sold it to Post Malone for $2.64 million.
Oh my God. His life is changed forever. Like
because of that.
Yeah, literally he will never be the same again.
Yes.
Because of a card. That's
fucking
bananas.
Crazy.
And I will be spending the rest of my life savings on cards to try and hit it big.
That's the play. That's a good idea. Yeah, no, it's all like very similar. I just feel bad for him because it's in regards to T. But like, I know it happened to me one time. I lent someone a deck because they were like a younger, like I think high school kid, and he wanted to play. And I was like, yeah, dude. And it wasn't. I don't even know if it was $500, but it probably was like $200 or $300. And I got it back, and like, he didn't bend anything. But for someone who had something loaned to him, there is some pretty aggressive stuffing into the box and shuffles in there that I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, if someone loaned me that, I would be like, oh fuck, I cannot have anything happen to this. And some of it was a little aggressive for my taste, I guess. It's time to vote, boys.
I think so, yeah.
All right, Darrien.
This is a tough one, but I think you're not the asshole. Because, like, at the end of the day, you said, hey, you can use anything in this whole kitchen. And as a person who regularly opens up his home to people and, like, has people do really inconsiderate shit sometimes, where, like, honestly, 99% of the people who come to my place are super awesome and I love them to death. But there's always those random people who you're like, do you have home training?
They just spawn out of
nowhere.
nowhere.
Like, I've literally talked to you 3 times and you're the one fucking up my apartment. So no, you're not the asshole. Even though I think if you have something that expensive, you should be putting extra precaution on top of it because you want to avoid these kind of situations. But you're safe this time. This time you're safe.
Yep. Paddy?
Yeah, not the asshole. I don't think it's unfair to request money for something that was broken by somebody else, especially as an adult. Like, gotta take care of things.
Yep, and with my vote, not the asshole as well. That is 3 not the assholes.
Woo! Clean sweep!
Jesus
Trying
Christ.
to edit the audio of this is going to be fucking impossible. I'm just going to have to cut Paddy's out.
What are you talking about? That was cheering. That was good. He was not
There's
the
a
asshole.
clean sweep animation and sound. Paddy's like, hit the applause button.
That wasn't the applause. That was the cheering.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man, you're not the asshole. That is fucked up of them to do that. You should take extra precaution. You should be like, hey, next time, it's a small list. It's a list of like, hey, man, things I'm not comfortable with you touching and whatever. But there's always that person, like you said, Darren. It's so true. There's always that person. And usually, not to be a hater, they're usually an only child.
Oh.
When they're the type that's like, what do you mean? It's like, motherfucker, have you never had to like share something where you're like, oh, that's not mine. I shouldn't touch it unless it's like something we're sharing. Like that's usually the mentality. Yeah. But a lot of people are just like, yeah, man, if I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, and also being an only child, you don't get the experience of your sibling, especially if you have older siblings, like wanting to fucking murder you for messing up some of their stuff. Like that's probably what it is. Like they don't have the fear of like, when I was 6 years old, I borrowed my like sister's whatever and I broke it and she tried to kill me in the night. Yep. Like every sibling has a story like that. So like
every
you gotta fear
Pokemon, Yep. Every Pokemon fan in the world has dealt with their mom being like, you gotta share with your cousin. You have to let him play the Game Boy. And then you get back and your save file's been deleted and you've lost everything to a little cousin who's like, I love Charmander.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna choke you out.
Like, we had a Game Boy Advance, like a silver one. And my entire family got in on playing Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Game Boy.
That is so interesting, but
we would literally like take turns playing it and like beating levels and getting further and further. And my little brother, who was like very young at this point, but we went to this place in Texas called The Dump, right?
Sounds like a great place.
It was a furniture store called The Dump. And I'll put in like a picture of it. But
where'd you get that cow? Oh, The Dump.
Yeah, The Dump. At The Dump. But he left it at The Dump. And freaking it had the game in it. And we all just were like, screw it. Like, we're never going to do this again. Because we lost the game. I got another Game Boy, but I never got that game again. Because, I don't know, it felt tainted. I was ready to put him 6 feet under. But he was like 4 years old. So.
Tough.
Fair.
All right. Am I the asshole for charging my friend for the snacks she keeps sampling from my room? This comes from Reddit user KitchenLow3231.
Not fucking with the vibes.
Nope.
I'll give it 10. Macaulay Culkin.
That's pretty good, though. 10? I think it's the second best one we've ever gotten. For one that you didn't fuck with the vibes on.
I gave like one of them like a giant Macaulay Culkin. I've done adult and kid. I've done like 0.15. Like this
10?
was not very good. So I felt like I should levy it at a 10, you know?
Is it like 10 embryo
Your scale
Macaulay
makes
Culkins?
no sense.
No. It makes sense in here. One day there's going to be like a
legend that's going to come out?
Pie Macaulay Culkins. And then it'll be like an
small
eternal
number, but infinite decimals of Macaulay
exactly.
Culkin. Gotcha.
Infinite.
You're doing what to Macaulay Culkin?
So I, 19 female, live in a dorm with 2 other girls. We're all pretty chill, but I'm definitely the one who keeps a mini fridge and snack drawer stocked. I work a part-time job as a student assistant, so I pay for all my own food. My friend, let's call her Jen, 19 female, is in my room basically 24/7. She's super sweet, but she has this habit of sampling my snacks. It's never a whole bag of chips or a full soda. It's always, can I just have a handful of those? Or can I take one sip of that? Which is kind of annoying. At first, I didn't care, but it's been months and it adds up. Last week, I bought a specific pack of expensive imported ramen I've been wanting to try, and I came back from class to find the pack open and literally half the noodles gone. How the fuck do you even do that? Crazy. Jen was like, oh, I just wanted a bite to see if I liked it, lol. I told her she needs to stop eating my stuff and that if she wants snacks, she needs to go to the store. She said I was being stingy because it's just a tiny bit of food. So I started a tab. Every time she took a sample, I wrote it down in my notes app with the price. Yesterday, I sent her...
Dude, this is like Everybody Hates Chris, where the dad's like, you just spilled 50 cents worth of milk.
Yep.
Drink that milk. Oh my God. I am now more empathetic to it because it's like retaliatory. Like she's doing it because the girl was like, fuck you, essentially. Fuck, I'm gonna have to blur that out. Damn it. But like, yeah, she's like, yeah, screw you, essentially. And so now she started doing this, but still I'm like, oh my God, how can you even get a correct calculation? I'd be like, are you sure it was 50 cents? What if it was $1? What if it was 25 cents? Maybe it's a bit different. Do you know the standard cost of this? Like, I would start getting real fucking petty with it if that was how we were going to play.
Originally, I was like, okay, if she was opening it, like, and she was eating it herself, and the friend was like, oh, do you mind if I, like, try one of those? That's where I've been like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm never going to say no to, like, somebody being like, oh, like, I haven't had one of those. Do you mind if I try it? Like, yeah, sure. Like, I don't really care if somebody has like a sip of my drink. Like if I get like a good cocktail at like a restaurant, most of the time I'm like, hey, try this because this is really good. But the fact that she was in the dorm without the person, opened a pack of ramen that's supposed to be like one thing, and then takes half of that, leaving the other half, is wild. Like that is a wild move. So I'm assuming that's what she's been doing with all of them, like opening a bag of chips, having a handful, leaving it. Opening like a soda, taking a sip and being like, yeah, that was good, and then leaving it.
That would change things because I was with you. I assumed that like another person was opening these, and then she's like, "Yo, let me hold one of those." Have you guys?
She's just
seen this video?
She's the one friend that's like always saying like, "Let me try that." Which I guess
let me get some of that.
After a period of time, that probably gets annoying. I don't get very annoyed by it just because it doesn't matter to me that much, but I could see how it could get annoying.
Nah, I'm gonna get annoyed immediately. You get 3 times, and I'm like, "Whoa, dude! Let's order what we want to eat now." I'm kidding. It's not that intense. I've had to work through my issues with it by now being married, technically. And by the time this goes out, I will be like fully, totally, completely married.
You are married right now.
Yeah, I am. But like, they don't know the logistics, you know?
They don't know the lore.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I've had to get over that, but I'm still kind of like, take a small bite.
I'm a big share my meal with somebody.
Oh yeah.
If me and girlfriend go out, like if I get something good, I always want her to try it. She probably gets upset with me because I don't end up trying what she gets.
Yeah, but you're like, yours looks kind of nasty, but mine is great.
But yeah, I'm big at like, especially like that's why I like going to like a tapas place. I love getting like a ton of plates for a table and like passing it around, everybody like trying, and then if there's something that everybody really likes, like getting a second order, getting a third order of it. But yes, I could see how for some people that's not how they operate, and they do not want to do that.
Yep, and I'll add a note in here as well. I thought about this in my context because I agree. It sucks to do. It kind of reminds me of the story of the guy that recorded his wife eating all of his McDonald's French fries. Where it's like, what an awful thing to do.
Great
but then
story.
you think about it's like, what other option did he have if he has tried to talk to her about it in a healthy way like 5 or 6 times, and every time she's like, stonewalled him or whatever. So it's like, I don't know what else you do. The context that like pissed me off is I know I'm a big sweets guy. Like that's my biggest thing is sweets, and I'll still share. It's not about that. But have you ever had like I'm craving this, and when I get back, I'm gonna fuck that shit up. I'm gonna fucking destroy that food.
Whoa,
and then you get home and someone's had it or eaten like half of it. You're like,
sounded sexual. Sounded sexual.
I literally just said it's about food.
You were like really into whatever food
Listen,
you were talking about.
Just because I'm on a podcast with 2 people who aren't real big backs like myself. There's people out there, okay? They know what I'm talking about. There's times when if I'm on the way home and there's Cinnamon Toast Crunch in my pantry, it's in danger. Just so you know. It better be scared of me walking through the door. I want you to understand.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
He said I'm putting spoon on cereal that night.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh,
that was good. Come on,
that was good.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Dude,
good.
Shannon Sharp is destroying this podcast.
I go to hell.
50 minutes? I go to hell.
Listen, all my real big backs, all my real cereal fans will understand me when they listen to this.
I got 4 boxes of cereal in there right now.
Yeah, but like it's in like you don't understand the craving. I don't know. There's times that's what I'm trying to get, especially when I had siblings that I lived with. I still have siblings. I just don't live with them. That we all were like fiends for cereal. So there was like, you're coming home from school. It's like 3 p.m. You're like, I'm going to fuck up those Cinnamon Toast Crunch when I get home. And you get there and it's like a little bit, like a little line left at the bottom and this much milk left in the gallon. You're like, I'm going to kill somebody. I'm going to grab them by the neck.
Oh, yeah, I've had that. My dad is notorious in my household for eating all but a very small amount of something. And I think it makes people like that feel like they're not eating the whole thing because they're like, I didn't eat it all. There was still some
in there if you wanted it.
There's 3 Cheez-Its in here. What in the world? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, yes, that just gave me PTSD.
You know, I do have a story. The first time I can remember, like in my mind, like making my dad laugh really hard. I think I was probably like 10 or 11. Like I was way too young to be saying this, but I did that thing. It's typical. Got home from school, poured myself a bowl of cereal, opened the fridge, and there was like this much fucking milk in the gallon. And I was so pissed. I pulled it out of the fridge. I said, "Who the fuck left this semen sample in the fridge? I'm gonna go lose my fucking mind."
You said this to your family? What in the... Dude, my mom would have flown over like Batman and started breaking my bones if I said that. Holy shit.
I'll never forget. I think I got away with it just because it was so funny. And my mom was like, I can't get pissed because his dad is like red in the face laughing in the corner.
Oh my God.
So I can't get mad at him.
If my like child said that just in an outburst, I feel like you have to like, what else? You're like, I made a hilarious kid because that was...
Yeah,
insane.
I'm dapping him up and being like, "That was funny, man."
I'm telling him,
let's go get some milk, man.
Yeah, in the moment, I'm like, "Hey, man, you can't say that," because I know that my now wife, that's gonna take some getting used to. But yeah, like she'd be like, "Now you have to kill him," and I'd be like, buddy, you gotta be smarter than that. You gotta wait until it's just me in the room." But you know.
I also think my parents understood it because my mom was like, you know what? Who did leave that in the fridge? Like, you're a villain. Who the fuck leaves that amount of milk in there for somebody?
Not saying anything either. Not telling them, like, hey, we're almost out of milk.
This was the start of Eric's villain arc. This is how he got here.
Yeah, that kind of stuck with me for a long time.
Wow, I'm talk about a butterfly effect.
Yeah. But anyway, let's finish up the story. We only got a couple lines left. So, last we left off, she sent her a Venmo request for $15 with a caption, "snack tax." Jen totally flipped. She can't believe I'm nickel and diming her over a few crackers and some noodles. You can't call white people that anymore. Come on.
Okay.
My other roommate thinks it's funny, but says I should have put a lock on my drawer instead of sending the Venmo. Am I the asshole? First of all, putting a lock on the drawer, 10 times worse.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
Crazy behavior.
The optics of that would be so bad. Like somebody would come to your dorm and they'd be like, "What's in the locked?" Or they'd be like, "Oh, her snacks." And
What's
then they're
in
like,
the box? What's in the box?
It's not even that. It's the girl that's taking the snacks. Like she pulls up and there's a lock on it. She'd be like, "Are you being dead ass right now? Like, are you being fucking serious?"
This is a lose-lose though. Like, I feel like you either look like a crazy person for like actually, like the only way out is just not to care, which she clearly cares now. So like,
she cares far too much.
Yeah. Yeah. $15. Like, I thought you were going to say like 100 or something. Cause you like she had really been eating a lot, but you're like $15.
If it's expensive stuff, like the ramen, if it was expensive, I could understand. It's a little more understandable. If it's like imported soda or something, or something that's difficult to find, that's one thing. But if she's getting this mad over like normal shit, like Doritos and like a Coke, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
I understand you're in college. You probably don't have like a ton of money. It might not be the easiest, but like at the same time, it's just,
yeah.
And then you know
to
what?
freak out about
start taking
$15.
some of Jen's shit.
Start wearing her clothes. That's
just
a good
start
job.
wearing her clothes. Take her shampoo when you go like take a shower. Start using that. Like
get even.
Yeah.
Eye for an eye. Yeah, them freaking out about $15 is so college coded. Cause like even now I would be like, I mean, I'm gonna send you this, but just understand that the moment that I hit pay, we are no longer friends. Like, you're a straight up weirdo for that. Like, I feel like, what in the world? Or I think this is like the last story, but even more so, where it's like, you gotta tell somebody, like, hey, do not eat this. Like, I got this for myself. Like, you're in a college dorm and this girl is already eating your snacks. Like, you
college
have to
dorm
be like,
rooms
don't do
are the Wild West.
They're
like,
lawless places.
Dude, there is like nothing. I remember I would go into my room and like shit would just be gone. Like I would have like an Xbox controller missing. And I would go into my buddy's room down the hall and they would be using it to play like Smash Bros. And I'd be like, all right, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't really care. As long as it got back to me, that was fine.
Yeah.
Or like I would have snacks that would go missing and be like,
But
all right,
what
well,
if they
shit.
got the controller and washed it with a wire brush?
Just
would you
destroyed it.
Then I'm claiming that it was a collector's item and they owe me $500.
Yeah, literally.
Clutch.
You just bought my lunch for the next 3 months, probably.
That was a 2013 limited edition Gears of War 3 controller from the midnight release. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I feel like I've told you this story off the podcast, but I remember whenever I was a freshman in college at LSU, the greatest university in the country, obviously. I was really good friends with my whole suite. Like we had the two room shared a bathroom, and we moved all of the beds from both rooms into one room so we could have like a living room in the other room essentially. And there was one night where we were like we were fucking around like in the middle of the night, and my friend, I'll say his name was Bryce, throws a freaking full pack of Pop-Tarts. It hits the bottom of my bed because it was lofted all the way up, just explodes all over my other roommate's bed. Just crumbs and we had been throwing this, so it's all crumbs. There's no solid pieces of Pop-Tart left.
Why were you throwing a box of Pop-Tarts?
We were 18-year-old boys in a dorm room. I don't know.
You know what? Fair enough. Question retracted.
Just blows up all over this dude's bed, and we all immediately just lay down and go dead silent. He's like, guys, there's crumbs all over my fucking bed. And he goes, somebody help me clean this up. And we literally all just pretended to be asleep. Mind you this is like
assholes.
5 seconds after he threw it. We were all like totally awake. I was like, ooh, I didn't throw it. It just hit my bed. I was like, oh, Bryce should do it, if anything. Dude, it was so funny. That setup didn't last very long because they're like, this is a fire hazard. But no, it was super fun while it lasted.
If there's a fire, you guys are gonna die.
Yeah. Oh, we're trying to save your life. Oh, God.
Well, I will say, I get what you guys are saying, but I actually do really disagree. I don't want to be a nickel and dimer, but I try to put myself back when I was in college. Like, college kid, if you're broke as fuck, and I know maybe it's different now, because I know these days minimum wage has gone up in a lot of states, like the state that I'm from, minimum wage has got up. But when I was in college, I was making $8 an hour. So 15 seems stupid, but then I'm like, it seems stupid now. When I was in college, after tax, that's 3 hours of working in a Dunkin' Donuts I have to do to make up for those stupid goddamn snacks. It seems dumb, and then you're like, that's right. My paycheck at the end of every week is $83. Fuck!
Oh my God, how did we survive off that?
Your
like
paycheck
literally
is
just
$83 at the end of the week.
Patty, I got a paycheck
How
one
many
time
hours
for
did you work?
$33.
How many hours did you work?
The $33 one was like I worked 1 4-hour shift, which is how or like God. 1 or like a 5-hour shift or something. But
$33 is insane,
dude. I would throw the check back at them and be like, dude, just keep this shit. Let me have some
No,
donuts.
I was broke. I needed that.
Yeah, Bello was like,
I was broke.
thank you, sir. Please, can I have some more?
We talk about back in the day when you were in college, and she starts ordering things like appetizers, and you're like,
dude,
yo. Yeah, that was me.
Dude, I used to get a check every 2 weeks for like $200 because I would work 3 times a week, and man, they were skimping me out, man. They were like,
my
get back
paycheck
there
from the bar
and make those sandwiches.
Was quite low.
Yeah, we got tips, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they
I
went
imagine
to
that's better for college kids.
They were like, here's an 100, man. Sorry for making it so difficult on you. Paddy's like, wow, thanks. After having seen the campus now, that is absolutely what was going on out there. That was crazy.
Those $88 paychecks were often like I was working like 15 hours a week maybe, and like she wouldn't let me work more.
It
was like 10, probably between 10 and 15, and I'll never forget being like, fuck, I need more hours. And my boss was like, you need more hours? And I was put on Friday, Saturday, Sunday closing from 5 to 10 p.m. every week after that. And no, she was one of those typical like retail assholes. Like she was her own problem in this life and was always pissed about it. Because then I was like, oh, I'll quit. Like I did it a few times. I was like, I'm going to quit if you don't get me off of this eventually. You got to give me one weeknight. Or one weekend night off a week, like Saturday or Sunday. She was like, you said you wanted more hours. And I was like, I'll quit. And she was like, this generation, all of them are so entitled. None of them want to work anymore. And I was like, I'm like, what a sad life to live.
Dude, you work at a Dunkin' Donuts, like, and you don't want to work at a Dunkin' Donuts. Like, there are people who, like, they just find their thing and they're like, this is what I want to do forever. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm chilling. Then there are people like this person who clearly don't want to be in this situation, but have been forced into it. And then they make it everybody else's problem that they're fucking miserable. And they make me sick to my fucking stomach. I hate them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's true.
Are we ready to vote, boys?
I think so.
Oh, man. Yeah, I guess.
All right. Darrien, are they the asshole?
Oh, I don't know. This is hard because if somebody did this to me, I'd be so pissed. No, I'll go, you're not the asshole, because like at the end of the day, like people need to have more home training. I think it's very similar to the last story where it's like people just got to stop fucking with shit that's not their own. I think what almost tipped me over is like the $15 thing. Like, bro, just tell her, hey, F you, and like just get your stuff away. Like the extra shit, stop just letting her walk all over you, and then you want to be like sly on the back end. Just be like, no, don't do that anymore. But not the asshole. I'm sticking with it. I was very close, but I'll stay there.
Paddy,
this is gonna put my winning streak in jeopardy. I haven't lost in a while, but they are the asshole. This is a dorm room. Things are going to be not taken, but like snacks are going to be had by other people in the dorm. This is your friend. I get that like money is money, but like, again, it's just the principle of like, hey, your friends, it should all come around eventually. If you're really hanging out with them all the time, like, I really, like, I don't know the last time, like, I asked somebody to pay me for a drink that, like, I bought them at, like, a bar, because, like, I know the people that I go out with, like, they're gonna be up at the bar and get a round of drinks, and it's all gonna even out. So, like, I'm a proponent of just, like, hey, it's gonna all even out eventually. If there's something specific that you want them to not eat, you need to tell them that. That's not something they can just like mind read. To them, they may not know that that was a special pack of ramen. They may just think it was a $3 pack of ramen from Publix that like you could go and get anytime. And then that pack was like 25 cents in a big pack of 12. So yeah, no, I think you are the asshole for trying to then like track what they're eating. That's crazy.
Paddy, kudos to you for doing that, knowing you were going to lose, because I think that's not the asshole. But genuine kudos to you. Genuine kudos, because I know you could have just said, you know what, I'm not going to take the L here, but you understood it and did that anyways. The only thing she could have done better in the story is put the snack, the price, and then the calories and send it over to her.
I think we've represented all of the spectrums of this answer, because I was so close to going, you are the asshole, because I think about myself in that situation, but then I thought to myself, I wouldn't do this kind of thing to a person. I think I'm thinking of it of like a rational human being who I'm like, oh, we're homies. I'm going to give to you. You're going to give to me, like Paddy said. But something in my heart is telling me that this girl only takes. She's like, screw you. I'm taking.
With that being said, I don't know if you guys ever heard about this. Cash App had a really cool feature. I don't know if they still do it, where like you could send money, but you could do it differently. So I know I did it one time just to test it because I was like, there's no way this is real. So you could send money as shares in a company. So if someone owed me $20, I could be like, send me $20 of a stock, and they would do fractional shares, and then you could have like an investment portfolio on Cash App. Very interesting thing that I thought was kind of cool for a while there. Paddy, how could she use the $15 to make more money before she sends it back to her with a very similar system? So she could send her a $15 bet that could cash for way more.
That does exist now. You can bet through text. Just saying.
You can bet on a lot of things, especially with places like Kalshi. You can bet on pretty much anything. But we're recording here on March 1st, and as everybody knows, you sleep in May, you bet in March. March Madness is going to be coming up in probably 2.5 weeks. So Selection Sunday will be coming up here soon. One team really stood out over the past couple of weeks. I hate to say it because they are a rival of my Miami Hurricanes in the ACC, but Duke looks really good. They just beat the number 11 team in the country by like 40 points at home.
Golly.
They are plus 350 right now to win the whole thing, and I think that's actually a little too high. I would have thought they would be around 250. So I think there's a lot of really good value there. I like them to win the NCAA tournament. I also like them to win the ACC tournament. And then if you want to have a sleeper pick, take Miami, Ohio to lose in the MAC tournament and not make the college basketball NCAA March Madness. They're 28-0 right now, but their strength of schedule is 354th out of like 370 qualified teams. If they lose any of these games remaining, they probably won't make the tournament because they're not a very good team. They just don't play in a good conference. And I think they probably lose in their conference tournament as well. So if you get good value there, I like those picks as well. But Duke plus 350 to win NCAA March Madness.
Interesting. Well, you heard it. You can pay back the snacks with probably like $5, right?
Yeah.
$5 down gets you
300 plus 300 on $5 would be what? Oh no, math. That'd be literally 15.
Math. Oh, okay. So I was right. Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay.
And keep $5 in profit.
Yeah, you would keep $5 on the back.
There you go. Well, hey guys, thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Jury of Your Peers. We love you. We're now on YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. Follow us. Send us your messages and or stories at juryofyourpeersped@gmail.com. We want to talk to you guys. Listen to the 2-minute drill. Love you.
Hi, Mom.